Is anybody surprised? Really? Is anybody surprised? A lot of you guys have a really bad habit of just believing any and everything that you see floating around on this here internet as it pertains to the Dallas Cowboys and, more importantly, Dak Prescott. There's a certain group of Cowboys fans out there that want to cling on to any negative story that they can possibly scratch up as it pertains to the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, including a long-running lie that has finally been addressed for the first time by the person that they said actually stated this, I guess, insult about Dak Prescott. Former Cowboys wide receiver Amari Cooper finally sets the record straight about Dak Prescott, his thoughts on Dak Prescott as his quarterback during his time here in Dallas, and whether or not he truly believes he's the black Kirk Cousins. Yeah, believe it or not, this video is needed because I need a flashpoint to be able to point certain people to when they comment on my channel and say this very thing. I need to be able to say, hey, go look at such and such video so you can see how big of a moron you are for believing that all these years. And don't forget to subscribe, because I know a lot of y'all be watching these videos and y'all enjoy the content and y'all just forget to hit that button. It's cool, I forgive you this time, but subscribe. All right, boom, here we go. Did Browns wide receiver Amari Cooper really compare Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott to Kirk Cousins? By Clarence E. Hill Jr. Clarence Hill reported this. Big shout out to Clarence Hill for asking the hard-hitting questions that everyone wants to know about in the summer. I don't think anybody asked for this, but for real, this is still a good flashpoint to be able to point to and be like, no, Amari didn't say this. Amari said it himself. He didn't say this. So thanks for asking. But Clarence Hill says, some of the best thing about NBA playoff games outside of the action on the court are the sightings in the arena and a list of who's who among celebrities plunking down big money for, I don't care. Let's go ahead and skip to when Amari said what he said. Blada blada blada. There was also a perception that something was amiss with Cooper's relationship with quarterback Dak Prescott, which was fueled by a fake social media post that the two got into a heated argument following the Cowboys' 23-16 wildcard loss to the San Francisco 49ers following the 2021 season. Cooper was said to have called Prescott, quote-unquote, the black Kirk Cousins, which reportedly sent the Cowboys quarterback into a frenzy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, just reading this sounds like one of those type of posts that Ernie the Cowboys fans would post on Twitter or something. I don't know how some of y'all can truly buy into the stuff that y'all buy into, bro. Do y'all realize how foolish y'all look? This is on the same level, and Boss Cowboy Sports said this on Twitter. This is on the same level of those Cowboys fans that start off some BS that they about to let spew out of their mouth like a bad case of diarrhea, and they gotta say, I'm a Cowboys fan, but, and then they say some silly stuff like, I think Desmond Ridder should come be the bridge QB for the Cowboys and we should let Dak Prescott walk. They say crazy stuff like that. Anytime you hear somebody say or you see somebody type, I'm a Cowboys fan, but either just close your phone, close the app, close the app, block that person, or punch them in the face. If you're standing right, punch them in the face if you're standing right in front of them, man. Because people think that for some reason them saying, I'm a Cowboys fan, but it's like some kind of badge of credibility. It's not a badge of credibility anymore because too many lunatics use that to try to excuse themselves when they say some BS that's really just hate-fueled rhetoric about a player they don't like on the team, mainly Dak Prescott. I digress. I just don't understand how some of y'all really buy into the stuff that y'all buy into, and then y'all regurgitate it on these different platforms, and y'all regurgitate it in real life conversations with people, and I just have to shake my head at folks sometimes. I'm like, bro, I can't have a real life conversation with you about sports. I cannot have a real life conversation with you about sports if you're gonna regurgitate some stupidity that you have heard someone else say, that you did not take the time to sit back and really think about the different nuances of what it is that they just really said to you and whether or not it would make sense in a real-time situation. I don't get it. I don't get it. But either way, back to this article. I got off on a tangent, but we still was in line. It was a parallel. It wasn't a tangent, it was parallel. But anyways, the fake report took a life of its own on social media, giving credence to the anti-Prescott faction that he couldn't win big games, similar to the criticisms of Cousins, the former Minnesota Vikings, now Atlanta Falcons quarterback, who famously fails to play his best in primetime games, despite being paid among the top players at his position. The main problem is none of it was true. It was a fake post. Clarence Hill, your southern boy, came out there because you had a triple negative in that sentence. I know I speak with ebonics and a lot of slang and stuff, but my brother, you writing an article for the Star Telegraph. Well, I guess your demographic you writing it to, man. You writing to a bunch of country people in Texas. I'm out here. Don't be offended, bro. We country. Chill out. We country compared to people up north. But okay, that was a crazy sentence though. That man said the main problem is none of it was true. That man sounded like one of my aunties from the country or something. And Cooper, who maintains his offseason home in Dallas, could only laugh when asked about it for the first time on Sunday. Cooper said he cracked up when he first heard about it and saw it. He said there was no need to talk to Prescott about it because he felt the Cowboys quarterback knew it wasn't true. Nothing about the post matched Cooper's laid-back personality. And more important, Cooper said he loved playing with Prescott as coming to Dallas helped revive his career after a downturn with the Las Vegas Raiders. After 2 1,000-yard seasons to open his career, Cooper caught just 48 passes for 680 yards in 2017. After opening 2018 with just 22 catches for 280 through the first 6 games of 2018, he was traded to the Cowboys for a first-round pick and caught 53 passes for 725 yards and 6 touchdowns over the final 9 games with the Cowboys. Look, man, if that right there, it's just kind of taking y'all back and placing y'all back in time. That right there, that snapshot should show y'all, bro. Dak Prescott has not only gotten a lot of guys paid, but he's helped dudes revive their careers and all, bro. Dak Prescott is that guy, man. A lot of y'all gotta let stuff go. Dak Prescott is that guy. Stop believing everything that you hear. Stop just regurgitating all these tired, really false narratives because you always want to just, oh, the quarterback, his record is such and such and such and such. Hey, man, we can go game for game. I'm sure plenty of people have done this exercise, bro. If you want to just strictly look at the quarterback's performance, man, we could go game for game and you will see that Dak has had more good playoff games than he's had bad playoff games. All right, the fact of the matter is football is a game. It's one of the most intricate sports where there's so many moving parts where honestly the casual fan, the regular viewer wouldn't honestly be able to diagnose the actual issues that a team was having during the course of a game because they don't even know what the real things that they need to be looking at. Most of y'all don't even watch the game in the trenches, which is honestly where every play lives and dies and where it starts, to be honest. And if the trenches break down and other plays still get made, that's where your stars are being born. That's where your players are making flashes. That's where your quarterbacks are getting themselves out of trouble. It's just different things you need to be looking at, man, that none of y'all be looking at, and it's getting on my nerves. And y'all be believing everything, man. Y'all be believing everything. We still them Cowboys. We still the same old damn Cowboys. Y'all be believing everything, bro. We fighting back against stupidity. We fighting back against stupidity, man. We got to start making people feel ashamed to call themselves Cowboys fans and not be informed about the team or the sport. For real. Because y'all making it look bad out here, bro. Y'all making it look bad.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.